Hello and welcome to another Pokemon Emerald episode. I did go ahead and train these guys off camera. So Quirky and Shabby are now a little bit higher than they were. I stopped at 20. Oh yeah, we're up to the rival fight, aren't we? And I can't remember. Is it a Wingull first? I'm gonna lead with Shabby. Well, I think there's a couple of more trainer fights actually, isn't there, in this tall grass? Maybe. But I've got a potion if I need it. No, I didn't check this grass over here when I was training. I trained in the grass near the bicycle road. Seen a few odysseys in that time. We learned Spark. And we learned a bite on Quirky as well. But let's go. Let's fight this guy. Find some really cool Pokemon in the grass around here. Youngster Timmy. No, I don't think I believe him. I don't think that is in the grass around here. But maybe it is. I think once you play this game enough, you would learn like which wild Pokemon are in every patch of grass, but I'm definitely not at that level. You double kick this guy, he's got a double weakness to fight him. Just absolutely melts there. I hope 20 to 22 here is going to be enough. Presumably it is. Now Electrike is around here. I think Fred is the best positioned right now. I don't really have... two of the other ones have got weaknesses to Electrike. So if he does hit a Spark, he devastates Zubat and Lombre. Okay, I don't really want to run all the way back to the Pokemon Center, so instead let's just do a little Paralyze heal. I probably will buy a couple more, because the Electric Gym is coming up. Wild Pokemon, but here we go, this is it's been leading up to this rival fight for a little bit. Hopefully, I've trained up just enough to be able to beat her. I should have turned on battle animations for the important fight, shouldn't I? Make it a bit more scenic and thematic and fun. Okay, not the Wingull I was expecting, but a Lombre. So she also has a Ludicolo. Eventually. Let me... Oh, it must be grass. Yeah... I'll stick with Shabby. I thought about switching. Paralyzed. Okay, we should be fine then. I wonder how people think about what's it called, the shift Pokemon setting, where it asks you if you want to switch before the enemy sends theirs in. Is that overpowered? You could definitely beat a Pokemon game without having that enabled. Presumably speedrunners turn it off so that they're saving that bit of text every single time they beat a Pokemon, and there's another one coming up. I don't know. Slugma. That is definitely a job for Fred. Okay, I over-leveled for sure. I'm level 22 on every Pokemon. Or level 20, and she had like 18s. That's alright. It should mean we won't have to train again for a little while then. You do still fall off. I think. I have been busy training, that is right. Drops the item finder for me. Yeah. So, if the min-maxer inside of me was to take control, it would be the time to go back with the item finder and find every item that I missed. Let's run away. Shabby's gonna struggle for this next section. These are all electric Pokemon. And an Oddish, I guess. It might be nearing time to get some super repels, something like that, to avoid wild Pokemon fights on the way through. Collector and a Guitarist, we get Lombre, we get Electrike. Yeah, this is another fight that's not gonna... Oh, we're way over leveled. Well, let's get to it. Hopefully he doesn't have Spark. I learned Spark at level 20. Oh, he's got Resistance. I still, like I say, Steel. I still can't memorize the type effectiveness. I really should have the chart open in front of me. Let's go this way. He also learned Quick Attack, which I replaced with Tackle because Quick Attack is like greatly better, unless there's very specific cases in which you want to attack second. But in such circumstances, would you ever want to be attacking second with a Tackle? Probably not. It would be a specific reason. Let's just switch out here and I don't know. Just pop a Steel Wing or something. If you can even attack. Oh, Stun Spot. Okay, did it on... Okay, it chose a specific one. Luckily, we escaped that. This should finish the fight, or maybe there's one more behind the Electrike. Now, if you've got moves that attack both at the same time, like Surf, it's very handy that they switch in the second Pokemon before the second attack. So you could literally take out 4 in one turn if you were set up right. This is going to take another turn after this as well, but that's fine. I don't think Quirky can do Voltorb just with a single Steel Wing. I think basically Fred's going to carry most of this run, even though his main move is only 40 power, 40 attack power. Didn't get Experience Share yet, I think that comes way later though. Revive. Did look like something was there, didn't it? Do I have a Repel? Just to get through this next little section here. And again, I like doing the double battles. I could have considered going back. Got loads of paralysis right now. I'm just going to assume that I'm strong enough to beat all of these trainers. If I'm this strong, Wally's not going to be an issue either. Now normally I do all of the trainers on the route to the right and left of Mauville before I do the gym. Spark on Abra seems fine, and then let's just bring out the big guns for the Magnemite. I think Fred is the one that's going to be beating that gym in Mauville. Now if you had a Mudkip, it would also be, you know, Marshtomp doing it, so... Let's do this. I think it's got a Magneton in there. I don't remember what else. I wonder if it's got a Manectric. It feels early for a Manectric to be showing up though. Probably not. Nice, Shabby, level up. $21. I wonder what Manectric is. Is it 30? Something like that. Let's rush towards... I mean, I could fight here, but let's have a heal first. Yeah, Repel wore off. Oh, we're gonna get the bike now? Is that what the harbour mail was all about earlier? Or maybe it's a HM. It's something to do with that harbour mail gives something. And I think it's something that requires story progression. What is this? No, okay, you can keep your song. You can feel the blues. He does say weird things. I don't know what that's all about. I don't remember talking to that. Like, that sound effect is not in my head. I wasn't expecting it. I think this guy here is the one with harbour mail, is it? No, it's the rock smash guy. Good. I like it. This is I'm pretty sure it requires the gym badge to use it in combat, but we can teach it now. Do we want to teach it to Fred over the double kick? Probably just Zigzagoon for now. What? How much damage is it? 20. Yeah. This always been my problem with HM moves. Running shoes, they're filthy. I could. Mac bike and acro bike. We'll go for Mac. That's the fast one. My question is, do key items exist in this game? Yeah, register. Select. Okay, so I can do that at any time. We've got more double battles, let's go fight the guy. Let's go get the fisherman while I remember. Oh, and then there's the whole cycle path. We've got lots of fights coming up. It's pretty good. Yeah, here she is. Oh, it's for a coin case. Well, we probably won't be doing much of that. That's what it's for. It's funny, they took it out of future Pokemon games, the Game Corner. Was it in Pokemon Pearl? I remember in, is it in Verdant Turf? Something like that. There's one of the, wherever the Game Corner is in Pokemon Pearl. But then not in Platinum maybe? Something like that? At some point, they stopped putting in the Game Corner. Which I think is fair enough, try not to hook kids onto gambling. Know how much time it takes in those places to build up enough coins to get the TMs and the rewards. I remember in Pokemon Red, maybe even Fire Red as well, there was a Porygon in, yeah, Porygon is in the Game Corner at like 999 of the coins, and it's so ridiculous. I don't think I ever managed to do it. But that was my first time ever seeing a link cable with the Game Boy Advance. Someone at school, well, 2 people at school had Pokemon Fire Red. Maybe one had Leaf Green, I don't know. And I told them that they could trade the Porygons to evolve. And they did. Over a link cable. We don't need to do this yet, but this is just more experience, isn't it? How many trainers are there in total on this? So there's quite a lot you can do before the gym actually. You can do the cycle road, and you could do there's a few trainers on the beach to the right of Mauville. There is... what is there? the left and that entire town back to the cave, which leads back through to Rustborough. Like, there's quite a lot that you could do before this next gym. I don't know how much I'm going to do. Maybe all of it. It's weird, I always like getting the lower... the trainers which give less experience first for some reason. Oh, how are they doing actually? Quirky's falling behind. Oh, up. Okay, here we go. And then after Mauville Gym, it probably opens up the... what's he called? The guy, the trick house guy. Okay, unfortunately, Quirky, you're gonna have to come straight back out. No, you will be useful. Unfortunately, we caught you right before Slateport. Right at the point where all the Pokemon switched to, say, electric. You've got steel ones in there. Yeah, just stay out, Fred, here. I like to fight Pokemon with the strong type effectiveness. Like, what's the point in whittling down the Zubat here? Let's try and level it up when we could just find Pokemon later that is more, like... You can keep them relatively balanced. Rhydle. So I guess the bike is literally covered in Rhydle. Pure advertising machine. Kinda glad you can't see it in game. Although there's not that many pixels they could do it with. It's funny how they get to have the bike as their trainer animation thing when they're throwing the Pokeball. But we always just have the same one. Sonic Boom always does 20 hit points, no matter anything. Very interesting move. Don't think I like it. I wonder how it works with a Focus Sash. Does Focus Sash protect against a Sonic Boom? Okay, there's actually more. Yep, more trainers on the Cycle Road. So after Mauville, we head up towards a very interesting area in Falaba. Let's go Pokemon. Red. Who's starting to whittle down a little bit. We'll be fine. I wonder what point we start getting to like 36 as well. And we start getting the third evolutions in the chains. I imagine at this pace, Fred is going to get their way before the rest of them, unless I intentionally keep them balanced. I don't know what it is, I just always like to have them around the same level. It's a weird thing. I know which two Pokemon are going to fill out the team as well. I won't reveal them until we get there. Nice. Last one. There was more trainers on the Cycle Road than I was expecting. But since we over-leveled earlier, they're going to be a bit of a breeze. Level 6. Okay, if you can't be that quirky, then you need to have a talk. Well, that's my bad, using steel against electric, and it's not effective. 132. Stats, okay, your special attack is not looking amazing. But this is what we've been waiting for. Let's get rid of Leech Life. It's only got 20 attack power in this generation. I think it was massively buffed later on. Let's see if you can take out a Voltorb. Well, I mean it's level 6. But with Stab, you see how that quickly ramps up. But a Magnemite with the double double D defense. How do you even refer to that when it's got, you know, the type effective? It's got the defense on both types. Does that reduce my damage to 25%? Definitely not a fun thing to do there. I'm not sure if that guy at the very bottom at the start of the cycling road was a trainer, but I'm gonna leave him. I tend to do everything in Pokemon games, especially when I'm off camera. If I was off camera, I think I would have talked to even more people in the houses in Slateport and that kind of thing. Okay, more battles over that way. I think we will. Do the trainers on the beach, and then the Mauville gym. And then we'll go to the left on the road with the breeding. I do like how in these early gens, they tend to include a route for egg hatching, and this is one of them. There's like a massive line from left to right, where you can bike back and forth to hatch the eggs. It's the same in just outside Solaceon Town. Well, it goes through Solaceon Town in Pokemon Pearl and Platinum. You can go all the way up and all the way down. Can I switch this now? Yep. And then we probably hit the Zigzagoon with a Spark, and these guys are gonna just... Once the same type attack bonus kicks into gear, and the levels that we've got, you can see this is kind of how I like to play Pokemon, is just get the type coverage so that against most Pokemon I've got some move that can one-shot. Because that's kind of how they play against us, the AI in Pokemon games. Sorry, Shabby. Just bad type matchup there. Now, I don't think I'll be able to tell you off the top of my head what the Elite Four is like in this game. In terms of a few things, in terms of which types they are. I know the champion is Wallace, double kick here, which misses. Wallace, does he have an Altaria? Is he a dragon type again? Maybe he's dragon. That would be my guess. And if he is dragon, then that kind of implies like a Salamence. And what other dragons have we got in this? I don't think we'd see a Dragonite, but it's possible. Because you don't always get to catch every Pokemon that you can see in the Pokemon game. Fred, that mud slap had just absolutely crippled him. And then the bite means I'm paralyzed. Yeah, single mud slap. And see how it adds up. Fred, Jesus Christ, Fred, what are you doing? Oh, thank God for that. Do I just... Yeah, we're good, we're good. I need to buy more Paralyze heals. Let's go. Pokemart. Now, is it lazy to use this Paralyze heal? I'm gonna buy to... instead of going back to the Pokemon Center. 6, probably fine. Thing is, I want to hold on to coins, hold on to the Poké Dollars for Max Repels later. Probably don't need anything else there. I imagine I've got enough Pokeballs for the rest of the game. I imagine. Let's see. Paralyze heal. The sorting is another thing. I like how in Gen 4 they had what do they add? They've got the sorting in the bags, but they've also got the separate pouch for medicine. But then it's weird, I think in a later generation in Pokemon Sun they changed it back. Maybe they made it easier to find potions and stuff somehow. What was that, a Voltorb? Just get a Fred out. It's a Magnemite. Level 25 already. In a second Fred. Making the rest of the team look bad. One stomp. Okay, 25. And a Whismur. Okay, we can finally use... I guess I'll use Quirky. Yumi's not getting much in this episode, but there is lots of Steel and Electric and stuff that he's weak to. At some point the ground Pokemon will start coming out. We'll be all good again. 217. Oh yes. Mid-tier evolution. Awkward teenager stage incoming. And he won't evolve again after this until he's happy with me. As long as that takes. I think there's ways you can increase happiness. It's mostly just keeping him in the squad and battling, that kind of thing. Golbat arrives. Yeah, we'll switch Yumi in. But I don't see him staying in. I reckon it's going to be Tentacool. There's a lot of Pokemon, water Pokemon, that have grass resistance. Tentacool. I can't really do anything about that. I can fake out. Do I just send it? Nah. Well, now I feel like I've got to do it again. Because he's just so close. Okay, we'll get lucky. Yumi grows level 22. And that's all of this side. Oh man, I think you can even do trainers up there. Yeah, you could even fight all the ones up there, but let's... I mean, maybe we will. We'll probably end this episode here and start with the gym in the next. Wally fight and the gym. Sounds like a good plan to me. Get some more major fights out of the way. Very chill, going very swimmingly. Very nicely leveled team here. Drop a save, no, drop a options, and let me activate this for the next episode. There we go. Nice. Well, hope you enjoyed this episode of Pokemon Emeralds. Lots of trainer fights in this one. But yeah, it's Pokemon. You got to expect trainer fights. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.